Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we've traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
Rewrite Tomorrow is basically taking ownership over today, saying, you know what, I'm going to make tomorrow look different. I'm going to make it look different than today. So that means if you've messed up any area of your life, it could even be with your spouse, getting upset, whatever that looks like. I was an aspiring hip-hop artist when I was younger, and I was trying to get record deals and run around New York City and around the country trying to put out my music and my message, and I fell into drug and alcohol addiction, which led me away from the music, led me into a very dark season of my life. And several years ago, I cleaned my slate. I started over my life. I got sober. I got the help I needed. Years later, decided I should start something, a foundation of sorts, an organization where I could share my stories.
Growing up on Long Island, I had a unique gift for rapping. And growing up on Long Island, I learned very quickly that I could use this gift for good or evil. And unfortunately, I fell down a deep and dark hole.
We started in Huntington Station at a youth facility with myself, a local police officer, and another gentleman who had been an ex-con and changed his life around. And we just shared with the kids. And we were like, you know what, let's see where this goes.
Soon I was surrounded with the wrong crowd and surrounded with drugs and alcohol. One day when I was on my way from work, I got into a fight with another driver. He cut me off, and that's when I finally took my eyes off the road. I let my anger get a hold of me. When I was fighting with him, I lost control of my car. And I was ejected from the car, which then left me paralyzed from the neck down. For the first 2 years of my situation, it took a little bit of coping, but once I got to cope with it, I realized that there's no changing it, but if my story can help and save somebody and change somebody, it's all worth it. I wish Clean Slate came to my school, or I heard about them when I was your age, and I wouldn't have given it to any of the peer pressure. All I can ask for is that they learn from my story, and they just take that and run. It's never too late, and you can always rewrite your tomorrow.
They're going to help the boys deal with issues that they're dealing with on an everyday basis, between bullying, between peer pressure, drugs that are going on.
I ended up in the hospital in my freshman year in college because I overdosed on cocaine. And I was an upstanding kid with a great family. I was a Boy Scout, but those pressures start coming in. You need to be vigilant. You need to be hyper aware of who you let into your circle.
When I heard about it, it just looked like something that was going to be fantastic for the boys. And the way they seemed to make it enjoyable for them to watch, as far as it being interactive, they're enthusiastic.
At the end, we'll give the young people an opportunity to sign a Rewrite Tomorrow pledge where they'll say, hey, you know what, I want to have a clean slate in an area of my life. It may not be as severe as the things that I dealt with, and also being a part of the movement in their community. They could be an ambassador for Clean Slate. They could be someone that says, you know what, I want to wear the wristband as a reminder, whatever that looks like for them. They're going to get to have that as a takeaway for tonight's presentation.
Rewrite tomorrow, rewrite tomorrow, rewrite tomorrow, rewrite tomorrow, rewrite tomorrow, rewrite tomorrow, rewrite tomorrow.
This is the National Video Journalist Network.